This video is to review exercise B2, which is going to be practicing with stacked wall types. To get started, we're going to open an architectural template. We're going to draw a wall. We're going to pick a stacked wall, and stacked walls are located actually at the bottom here. You can see the heading stacked wall. So we're going to pick this one, stacked wall, exterior brick over CMU with metal stud. We're going to set the detail level to fine so we can make sure our brick is on the right side outside of the wall. And we're going to draw a 40 by 40 square. Make sure that you change the location line to finish face exterior. If you leave it at wall center line, the square will not come out 40 by 40. So you're going to draw 40 feet by 40 feet and then close the loop. And we're just going to confirm that my brick is on the outside of the wall. I do have something funny happening at this corner here, just didn't join properly. So to fix that, I just pulled I dragged my wall up. You could also use the trim at corner tool maybe to get it fixed. But whatever you have to do, you might need to grab the script to adjust it. So always make sure that you're looking at everything in fine detail before just moving on to the next step. Okay, let's go ahead and dimension our squares. We're going to pick wall face, and we'll make sure we have a 40 by 40 square. So what's happening here is you can see we have brick, and then sticking out past it is the CMU. So if we look at this in 3D, here's the brick, and the CMU ledge kind of pops out past the wall. So I'm going to go back to level 1. I'm going to select all of the walls, so you can do this by right-clicking and saying select all instances visible in view, or you could pull your mouse from left to right to select all the walls. Once you have all the walls selected, we're going to go up to the type properties and we're going to edit type. We're going to duplicate this wall type and we're going to call it mastering stacked walls. And then within the type properties box, we're going to click the edit button. We're going to edit the structure of the wall. Make sure that your preview pane is open and set to section, just like mine is down here. So to get that, if it's not open, you click on preview and then make sure this says section. We're going to click on line 2 and then click the insert button, which adds a new wall to the stacked wall assembly. So you can see a new row appears below line 2. This is row line 3, and this is going to allow us to define a new wall. We're going to click in here and we're going to select generic 12-inch wall type, and then we're going to enter a height of 10 feet. And you can see this changing over here as we're doing it. At the top of the dialog box, find the offset drop-down list. So right down here, offset drop-down, and change the setting to finish face interior. So watch what happens when I do this. You're going to see that the wall moved so that this generic wall was aligned with the stacked wall. So we wanted the faces of the walls aligned. We're going to select the row of the generic wall type by clicking the row's number. So whenever you want to select a row, see the little arrow comes up. I'm going to pick row 3. We're going to click on the variable button right here. And this is going to allow the wall to vary in height to adjust with the varying levels that are within this building. And then I'm going to move the generic 1-inch wall type to wall type 1. So I'm going to click up, up, and now it's on top of the wall. I'm going to say OK and close this, OK and close it again. I'm going to look at it in 3D, and this is what we end up with. Now, why would you want this generic 12-inch wall type up here? Maybe you wouldn't. I'm just trying to show you. It's probably more likely that it would be underneath as a foundation. So I think what we'd probably really see is that this would be down here, and it would act more like a foundation underneath the wall. That makes more sense to me. So you can practice with moving that up and down and just adjusting where you would see the different materials. So if this is the wall that's above the ground, this could be the foundation wall below.